Hey guys, this is Terrence from Radical Marketing. So excited to share with you our $1 million launch email sequence. Well, it's actually £1 million launch, which is even better. Well, here's the thing, right? If you missed my last video, we talked about how we helped a client to actually go from a mediocre product offer to create a £1 million product launch that looks like it's going to be fully sold out. At the moment, we have like over 140 applicants for 20 spots. Now, if you missed the background of that, please watch the first video in this series. It should be in the blog somewhere. But otherwise, I want to show you in this video exactly the types of emails we sent out over various days that enabled us to actually oversubscribe for this, the applicants to oversubscribe for this particular offer. And that's how we managed to get a £1 million launch for this particular offer. And in fact, the 140 number of applicants that I just mentioned, we haven't even fully finished the sequence yet. We're kind of like 70-80% way of the way through. There are still a few more emails to come. So we can potentially look at, I am anticipating 180-ish kind of applicants or even 200 applicants for 20 spots originally, which we expanded to 40 spots. So this is a very powerful launch sequence. And yeah, I mean, the best part is we didn't use any ads in order to get this $1 million, £1 million launch. All right. So let's get into it. I want to show you some of the emails that we actually used in this campaign, or at least show you the topics. So the email sequence, there's an email sequence of 11 in this sequence, right? Now, many of you are probably worried, oh, will I burn my list and all that? Well, no, not really. You probably won't, provided you craft it the right way. And that's why I want to show you what to do here. You will have a few unhappy people, as always. There will be always a few unhappy people. But heck, if you're making like doing $1 million thing, why worry, right? You know, just deal with a few people that are unhappy. That's fine, right? I'm sure you'll be okay with that. Now, here's the thing. So let's get into it. This is a 11-part email sequence. And email one. Email one was basically launched to his existing customers. Existing customers means people who have bought from him in the past before, right? So we just went in straight hard and said, hey, you want to make a guaranteed £200,000, right? So this was launched to his existing customers first. And then we said, hey, you are, the first pick, we're just going to give it to you first because you are our VIP customers. And in 24 hours, we're going to launch it to the bigger list, which is like, 8,000 people. So if you want in, hey, get in first now, right? So that was the whole thing of this email. And we got quite a lot of applicants just from this one email because remember, these are the highest level of customers. And most people, when they launch, they forget about the best customers, right? And they just launch it to the whole list. I think that's a mistake. I think you should just launch it to your select customers. First of all, it builds goodwill. Secondly, it makes them feel special. And thirdly, they are the most likely to buy from you. So why not just launch it to them first, right? So, okay, then second day, 24 hours later, we launch it to the entire list. Hey, and we just went straight for jugular here. We just said, hey, new program, get 200,000 in guaranteed profits. I mean, wow, who wouldn't want to open that kind of like, subject line, right? So this was very successful too. We got a lot of people opening it and subscribing, applying for the program, I should say. So this was also very successful. So we're kind of like announcing something new. And when you announce something new, people are very interested, right? So the whole new, we could use announcing new program, or announcing, whatever, just getting the fact that it's a new program out there. And email 3, this is where we actually, we send them to an application page, right? But in this email 3, because the client actually did a video for this particular program, we actually did not put it at the start because we wanted to give them something new, right? So we just basically had this video that came out on day 3, email 3, saying that, hey, I just made this video just for you, right? And you know, it adds to that personal touch when there's that video, right? So you know, it's the coach himself explaining the whole program, right? So yeah, this makes it very personal, right? At least the subject line makes it very personal and encourages them to open, and you're giving free new content, so it's worthwhile sending information out so that people are like, okay, you know, some people respond to video, some people respond to text, so you know, that's where, you know, this makes it a lot more personal, and we want to address different modalities of consumption of content, right? Okay, and then email 4, we went on a rant, right? We're so angry about this, and with the subject line, you're like, oh, what's this guy so angry about, right? It's the curiosity factor helps people to open the subject. Thank you so much for watching our video. Just a quick interruption to remind you, if you are watching this on YouTube, to like and subscribe and check out all our other videos on the channel. And if you're checking out this video on our blog post, make sure you check out all the other blog posts on our website. So thank you so much, and back to the rest of the video. And the gist of it was that our coach here, our client here, is saying that, hey, you know, I'm just sick of all these gurus that, you know, get you to pay money for courses, and you know, if it doesn't work, they just dust their hands and walk off, right? So I want to make a change in the industry, and I'm just going to guarantee that you make 200,000, right? And you know, you only pay when you make money, right? So that was like the whole gist behind it. And email 5, this is where we thought, okay, let's get a bit personal. And this was actually the entire inspiration behind why this client of ours wanted to launch this new program in the first place. This was the inspiration. So this is where we got a bit personal. Why my daughter's turning 13 is good news for you. So here we basically shared his personal story, and you know, how, like, you know, his property allowed him to be free and to be able to give his spend time with his daughter, right? And that he also wants that for you, as you reading the email, right? And so, you know, he wants to guarantee that you make this money. So apply now. So as you can see, we attacking it from various different angles, right? So that it's not just like, hey, do you want to sign up for my program? Here's my program. Sign up now, you know? So it's a bit varied, right? So that people don't feel like it's like, hey, you keep banging me about the same thing, you know? It's like, yeah, it makes it a lot more okay to send out these various emails, right? All right, and yeah, actually, while we're talking about that, right, a lot of people say, hey, why didn't you use the Jeff Walker launch, like, you know, the product launch formula? Some of you might have heard about it before, where you basically send people to like 3 videos, and the 4th video is the pitch. Well, honestly, we could have done that, but I felt in this case, because the client has a pretty good list in that he nurtures it regularly. So I felt that, and people know what he's all about. So, you know, I think doing that, you know, product launch thing, while it could work, I think it wasn't necessary in this case, because he's not like he's dealing with a very cold audience. The audience actually likes him and knows what he's about. So we just basically went direct for the jugular and said, hey, you know, you want to earn this money, come apply, right, for this new program. So that's the rationale behind it, and so far it's been extremely successful. Okay, so email 6. This is where we talk about, you know, who are you going to be a hero to? This is where we talk about the audience themselves, right? Because that, hey, maybe some of them are, you know, a lot of people won't do stuff for themselves, right? But they will do stuff for the ones they love. For example, they would do stuff for the sons, the daughters, their wives, or, you know, the parents, or whoever. So this is where we kind of like saying, hey, who are you going to be a hero to, right? Are you going to be a hero for your children, right? Are you gonna set an example for your children, like, or are you just gonna bum around and watch Netflix and make the next 12 months? You do absolutely nothing, and nothing changes the next 12 months. So this is where we kind of pitch that thing, where the psychology behind it is to actually get them to actually act on behalf of someone else, right? Which is the ones they love, right? That hopefully this would kind of get them to take action. That's the rationale behind it, right? And the fact that this whole journey with the participants in this group coaching, they will be hand guided, and their whole journey will be documented. All right, there will be a film crew kind of like going around filming the whole process over the 12 months and how they actually make the money. So that's why they kind of like, this kind of fits in with the whole hero narrative as well. Okay. All right, then email 7, we're kind of like going towards the end here. So we decided, let's use some fear, right? Because sometimes, the whole benefit thing maybe does not work, but maybe we can shock them and wake them up a bit, right? So do you have a recession-proof income for 2023? So this is where we talk about, UK Bank of England is saying that it's going to be massive recession, worst ever, blah, blah, blah in 2023, right? So we use that angle and just basically trying to light a fire below the chair and get someone to take action, get people to take action. Okay, so this is the email 7. And email 8, this is where we address the objections, asking, hey, are you still on the fence? Hey, if you haven't decided yet, and we kind of like go both sides of the argument, if to try and sway them over the fence, right? So this is the whole idea behind email 8. And then after email 8, that's where we kind of like start to close the applications. So this is where it's all about scarcity, all about urgency, last 48 hours to get in, final chance because this is gone at midnight, and then one final email, it's over in a few hours. All right, so this is whole email 9 to 11 is all about urgency, getting in fast, taking action right now. Right, so that's the whole sequence there, and so far it's been successful. I think we're down to like email 7 right now. So email 8, email 9, 10, 11, that hasn't been sent out, and we already are oversubscribed. So I believe that we'll be way oversubscribed by the time the series is finished, because as you know, people tend to come in at the last minute. Oh, I'm gonna want the FOMO thing, right? So this is the whole sequence here. So I really hope that this gave you some ideas as to what you can do for a launch as well. And we talked about the product, right? What the offer is in the previous video, so check that out as well. And bear in mind as well, we also, just another note, that we also did a lot of social media posts as well in this time frame, right? So I just want to show you a quick one. I kind of cut this off because I haven't got client's permission to kind of share his stuff, but anyway, we wrote this for him, so he should be cool with it. Anyway, so what if I guarantee that you have an extra £200,000? This is what my new program does. And basically, you're just I'm taking 20 people, hand-holding them to make 200,000, 100% guaranteed. Spots are going out fast. Hurry and sign up now. So that's the kind of various social media posts. This is just one example. So we had one post plan for each day that was going out on Facebook, Instagram, going out on LinkedIn, and various other channels. And the client is also doing various Facebook Lives as well. So so far it's been going really well. And, I think about 20% of the applicants actually came from social media, which is pretty cool. So I just want to say that it's an integrated thing where, we had email and we have all forms of social media going out combined to get people to apply for this program. All right. And finally, just a few notes, right? Don't send emails to those who have already applied, right? Obviously not. And the other thing is that this client was really good in the sense that he has been constantly sending content, nurturing his email list, constantly doing social media posts. He's got a whole team that does social media postings. So he posts multiple times a day. So that's why I think this was successful. Yeah, sure, the whole idea and all the email sequences that we crafted are very effective, no doubt, right? But I must give credit where credit is due, and that's the fact that the client has been nurturing his lists, he has been nurturing his social media following, which made this whole launch much more successful as well. So, guys, yeah, that's basically it I want to share. So, if once again, if you haven't watched in video one in this series, make sure you check out that case study, how we structured the whole offer. And I really do hope you enjoyed this second video as well, where we talked about all the various emails included in and the psychology behind these emails and messages that went out to the email list. And now bear in mind as well, all the social media posts were basically following what we had in the email and summarized, right? Really, really summarized. So the same angle, same hook, and we just summarized it into like social media posts as well. So, okay, so I really hope you enjoyed this, and I really hope that this is I mean, it's $1 million launch, right? Hopefully that people will actually get the results. I'm sure they will, provided they take action, because my client is super confident he can get all of them the results, provided they do the work. So yeah, this could be a £1 million launch. So yeah, really excited to see the results. And look, guys, if you need help with any launches like this, feel free to reach out to us as well. We can't do it all the time because this is very time and brain intensive. But yeah, if you like to talk, and we actually can come to working arrangement where we just take a percentage rather than do it on a fixed fee. So there's pretty much no risk to you, but we just need to make sure we have that right fit working together as well. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you got something out of this, and I'll see you in our next video.